Hello, my friends. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. This is Jennifer. Hey guys, it's DIY me. I am working on a project that's not related to sewing that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm not going to show my actual working on it, but I will show you guys some progress. So we got these chairs at Habitat Restore about a week ago, and I started cleaning them and realized that someone had painted latex paint on top of the finish without any sanding or preparation. So just cleaning the chairs, a lot of that finish came off. And I've done some dating on these, and from what I can find, they are probably early 20th century, so maybe just at the beginning or just at the end of Art Deco. They have Art Deco legs and French ladder backs. So I would love opinions on that if you know anything about this style of chair. They had these like really funky covers. You can see they were nailed on, not stapled on. And there is a maker's mark on this one. I'll actually put a little photo in so you guys can see that here. And let me show you the chair so you can tell what they look like a little better. So you can see the ladder back on these, and then they have these cool Art Deco legs. The bottoms of these chairs match my grandparents' Art Deco chairs that I own almost identically. So I'm pretty sure that we've got a little Art Deco going on here. So I have 3 chairs, and my plan is to start just by scraping some of this paint off. I've already tested it, and it's not lead paint, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm gonna try wood scrapers first. I don't want to use paint stripper unless I have to, and I will get to sanding at some point. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little like preview of the not sewing project I'm working on currently. Hey guys, it is the next day. I'm working on chair number 2. I got the first chair all scraped yesterday, and that's going really well. I've refinished furniture before, but I've never used a scraper, and I've got a couple of different ones. This one is the one I've used most, and then I have this little one here that has all of these different blades inside, and so far so good. I don't think I'm gonna need to use any chemicals at all to do this, which was my goal. The plan is to scrape and then sand and then refinish. So 1 down, 2 more to go, and I will let you know how this goes next time I see you guys. Hey friends, it's been about a week since the last time I recorded something about my chairs. I am about to start sanding these. And that is as far as I recorded. I did not record after sanding, and I did not record before and after staining, but I can share with you that I have 2 of the 3 chairs done. One of them does still need a little bit of work because that was the one I didn't like the first finish on, but as you can see, I have a completed chair here, so I'm going to walk you through the rest of the steps. So I ended the beginning clips on right before I started sanding. I did use my Makita battery power sander, which is a nice little sander for me. It's not too heavy. I do wear a wrist brace when I'm sanding because I do have carpal tunnel, and that just really helps. I sanded with the sander, but I also did a lot of hand sanding, and I used a lot of like little pieces of sandpaper to get in like the little crevices and things like that. My husband actually helped me with that as well. He likes to do hand sanding. He occasionally will just as a hobby will refinish old wood hand tools, like think hammers and screwdrivers and that kind of thing. And so he did like a lot of little crevices for me, which was a massive help. Once they were all sanded, I did do the one chair. I did 1 coat of the poly shades, as I mentioned last week, and I didn't like it at all. So that's coming off, and I have 2 of the 3 completely done, and this is just one of them. My sewing room's upstairs, so I left the other chair downstairs where the dining area is. This is a Minwax Jacobean stain, so that's the color of the stain. And then I used a polycrylic satin on top. It's got 3 coats of that. And then this is that fabric that I showed you guys from Austin Creative Reuse that I bought for like $4.50. I mentioned previously it ended up being a lot more fabric than I thought, so I got a really good deal for that $4.50. And I did Scotch guard these as well because they're dining chairs and I want to make sure that they're going to be water repellent. So on the underside of these, I'm not going to tip this too far back. I did have to replace some of the screws because they had had a lot of previous repairs, and some of the screws were just, they were wild. These are like 1.5 inch screws to 1 3/4 inch screws. So like they're I believe the back ones were 1/4 inch longer. It's just a little bit different distance from the connector piece to the seat. Some of those screws that were in these chairs originally were like 2 inches long and had like all of these little stacked washers on them to make them work. So I did replace those. The chairs are thrifted. The fabric is thrifted. I did have to buy new upholstery foam, and then I did buy stain and sealant, but the stain, like I'll be able to use it on lots of other things because there's plenty of it left. A little bit just goes so far. And since last year, I donated like all of my stain and most of my paint that wasn't house related. It's nice to kind of build up that collection a little bit again. This did take about 5 weeks to do. I took 1 weekend off during the 4 weeks just because we had a lot of other personal things going on. And but in the meantime, you guys could probably tell that I was very hot and very sweaty when I was outside because it is summer in Texas and it's generally close to, if not over 100 degrees where I live in the summer. So I was outside at like 8 in the morning. I'm sure my neighbors were delighted when I was using the power sander, but I actually did that on the 4th of July. So there were a lot of people outside making noise. So I didn't feel too bad about that. But yeah, so these are ready to use. I'm delighted. I'm so happy to have them done. And now I can really get back to quilting. Really quick set change because I want to do a little PS here. I did get the replacement border done for the quilt for my eldest child. I do have a few little patches and repairs to do, but I'm going to share that with you guys next week because I think as long as things go as planned that quilt will be done by next week's Talk to Me Tuesday. Only other thing I want to say to you guys is to be sure, if you haven't already, to go check out the Purple Quilt Company. Erica is still doing Vlogmas, and she's done some really fun stuff. I haven't been able to watch every single video because it's every single day, but I've been picking them up here and there, and it's been a lot of fun. So you guys go check her out. Also, visit talktometuesday.wordpress.com if you like my content, because a lot of the people that I talk about post videos there, and we just put them all there because it makes them all easy to find. And then we have lots of great conversations in the comments there. And those are the vloggers who will be choosing. You can kind of see them back there, the Talk to Me Tuesday block of the month. Those are the vloggers choosing these blocks. So you guys have a really wonderful week. Have a crafty week. Tell me what you think about my chairs. And of course, a giant thanks to all of my coffee supporters. You guys are making the world go round. I will see you next week. Bye.